Why you should never break no contact. A wake-up call. Have you ever felt like you're standing at the edge of a cliff, staring into the unknown, wondering if you should step forward or turn back? That's exactly what breaking no contact feels like. Your heart begs for closure, for connection, for one last chance. But deep inside, a quiet voice whispers, "Don't do it." And that whisper, it's not weakness. It's the voice of your future self, begging you to stay strong. Welcome, my friend. Today, we're diving deep into one of the hardest yet most powerful lessons in life. Why you should never break no contact. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call, your battle plan, your roadmap to freedom. Whether you're healing from a breakup, cutting ties with a toxic person, or simply trying to find yourself again, this is for you. So lean in, listen closely, and let's talk about the truth that could change everything. Why no contact feels impossible. Let me ask you this. Why is no contact so hard? Why does it feel like you're fighting against your own heart? The answer lies in something the Stoics understood long ago. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about that. The pain, the longing, the sleepless nights. It's not just about the person you miss. It's about the story you've been telling yourself. The what if, the maybes, the if onlys. But today, we're going to rewrite that story. Before we dive into the 9 powerful reasons why you should never break no contact, ask yourself, are you ready to take back control? Are you ready to stop being a prisoner of the past and start building your future? If your answer is yes, then this is your moment. This is your time. This is your journey. And here's what I want you to do. Drop today's affirmation in the comments. My absence is my power. Let this be your declaration, your truth. And if you're ready for this journey, like, comment, and subscribe, because you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's begin. 1. No contact isn't just a strategy, it's a way of life. Let's get one thing straight. No contact isn't a game. It's not a trick to make someone miss you. It's not a temporary fix. No contact is a declaration of self-respect. It means exactly what it says: zero communication. No texts, no calls, no checking their social media, no accidental run-ins. And here's why it's non-negotiable. Every time you break no contact, you give away a piece of yourself, your energy, your progress, your peace. And let me tell you something, you can't afford to lose any of those. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from self-mastery, and no contact is the ultimate act of self-mastery. It's saying, heavy check mark, I value myself enough to walk away. Heavy check mark, I refuse to be controlled by my emotions. Heavy check mark, I am enough, even if I stand alone. But let's be real, no contact is hard. It feels like cutting off a part of yourself. And in a way, you're cutting off the part of you that's still clinging to false hope. But here's the truth. That part of you is holding you back. And the only way to move forward is to let it go. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and lets you know when I upload more content like this. Now, let's get back to the video. 2. Every time you reach out, you lose power. Imagine this. You're playing a game of chess. You've been holding your ground, making smart moves, staying in control. But then you make one impulsive move. You reach out, you break no contact. And just like that, the game changes. You just lost control. Because here's the hard truth. Every time you reach out, you're handing them the power. You're showing them you're still invested. You're showing them you're still waiting. You're showing them they still have a hold on you. And guess what? They know it. And whether they admit it or not, they will use it. 3. They're waiting for you to chase, don't. Have you ever noticed how the moment you stop reaching out, they suddenly start paying attention? That's because they expect you to chase. They expect you to miss them. They expect you to break first. And when you don't, it confuses them. They start wondering, wait, why aren't they begging for me? That is power. Not because you're playing games, but because you reclaimed your self-respect. 4. Breaking no contact will set you back to day one. Let me ask you this. Would you run back into a burning house just because you missed the way it used to feel? No, you wouldn't. because you know it's dangerous. Breaking no contact is the same. Every time you go back, you're resetting your healing. You're starting over from scratch. You deserve better. Your future self is watching. I want you to picture your future self, the strongest version of you, the happiest version of you, the version that made it through the pain and came out unbreakable. What would they tell you right now? They would say, stay strong. They would say, don't go back. They would say, you are so much closer to freedom than you think. Final words, the power is yours. So here's what I want you to do. Keycap 1 drop today's affirmation in the comments. My absence is my power. Keycap 2 like this video if it spoke to you. Keycap 3 subscribe and turn on notifications, because your journey to freedom has just begun. And remember this, you don't need closure. You don't need them to come back. You don't need their approval. You need you. And no contact is how you find yourself again. Stay strong. Stay focused. And I'll see you in the next one. The power of walking away. Why no contact is the key to freedom. Introduction. Your wake-up call. Have you ever felt like you're standing at the edge of a cliff, staring into the unknown, wondering whether to take a step forward or turn back? That's what breaking no contact feels like. Your heart screams, go back, fix it, try again, but your mind whispers, stay strong. And that whisper is not weakness. It's your future self begging you not to go back. Welcome, my friend. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that will change your life. Why you should never break no contact. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call. This is your battle plan. This is your roadmap to reclaiming your power, healing, and becoming the strongest version of yourself. Are you ready? Because what I'm about to share will change everything. 1. The truth about no contact and why it's non-negotiable. Let's get one thing straight. No contact isn't a strategy. It's a lifestyle. It's not just about ignoring texts or avoiding calls. It's about reclaiming your peace, energy, and self-worth. No contact means white heavy checkmark no texts, white heavy checkmark no calls, white heavy checkmark no social media stalking, white heavy checkmark no accidental run-ins. Why? Because every time you break no contact, you're giving away a piece of yourself, your power, your healing, and your progress. The Stoics taught that true strength comes from self-mastery, and no contact is the ultimate act of self-mastery. It's saying, I refuse to be controlled by my emotions. I refuse to let someone else decide my worth. 2. The pain of letting go and why it's worth it. I won't lie, letting go hurts. It feels like you're losing a part of yourself. But what if I told you that part of you is holding you back? Imagine this. You're carrying a heavy backpack full of bricks. Each brick represents memories, regrets, and what-ifs. Now, imagine someone telling you, you're free, you can go anywhere, but you're still holding on to the backpack, too scared to drop it. That's what breaking no contact does. It keeps the weight on your back, but the moment you let go, that's the moment you start to fly. 3. The power shift, why they expect you to chase. They're waiting for you to text first, waiting for you to prove your worth, waiting for you to break no contact. Why? Because they want power. They want to feel wanted. They want to feel like you still need them. But here's the truth. The moment you chase, you lose. When you chase, you're saying, I need you more than you need me. And the moment they sense that, the power shifts. The Stoics believe that true strength comes from not being controlled by emotions. So, every time you resist the urge to chase, you're proving that you're stronger than your emotions. For when you disappear, the game changes. Let's talk about mystery. People notice when you stop chasing. Suddenly, they're wondering, why haven't they called? Are they moving on? When you disappear, you become the mystery. And guess what? Mystery is powerful. It makes them think. It makes them wonder. It makes them realize that they're losing someone valuable. The moment you walk away, they start chasing you. But by then, you'll be too busy living your best life to even care. 5. The science of attachment, why your mind is fighting you. Your mind is wired for attachment. When you love someone, Your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals that make people addicted to drugs. That's why letting go feels like withdrawal. Your brain is screaming, I need them. But here's the truth. You don't need them. You need peace. The Stoics taught that most of our suffering comes from our imagination, not reality. The idea that you need closure is just your brain tricking you. 6. The illusion of closure and why you don't need it. Have you ever felt like you need one last conversation to move on? One last text? One last explanation? Let me tell you the truth. Closure is a lie. You don't need a final conversation. You don't need an apology. You need clarity. And clarity comes from within. The moment you realize you don't need their validation, that's the moment you win. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and lets you know when I upload more content like this. Now, let's get back to the video. 7. The day they realize you're truly gone. Here's the part no one talks about. The moment they realize they lost you. It doesn't happen when you block them. It doesn't happen when you delete their number. It happens when you truly stop caring. And when that day comes, they'll reach out, they'll text, they'll try to come back. But by then, you'll be too busy living, growing, and thriving. Because by then, you'll realize you never needed them. You only needed you. Your new life starts today. So now, I have just one question for you. Are you ready to take back your power? If the answer is yes, then type this in comments. My absence is my power. Let this be your declaration. Let this be the moment you say, enough is enough. And don't forget, this journey isn't over. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because we're just getting started. This is your time. This is your transformation. And this is your new life. Are you ready? Let's begin. The power of letting go. How to take back control of your life. Introduction. The moment everything changes. Imagine this. You're constantly checking your phone, waiting for a message that never comes. You're replaying old conversations, wondering what went wrong. You feel stuck, powerless, like you're the only one holding on. But here's the truth. The moment you stop chasing is the moment everything changes. This isn't just about relationships. This is about life, about how you value yourself, about learning the most powerful lesson of all. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Today, we're going to talk about why letting go is the most powerful thing you can do, how to break free from emotional attachment, and how to rebuild yourself into someone stronger than ever before. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop waiting, stop hoping, and start living. So if you're ready to step into your power, let's begin. Chapter 1. The chase is over. Why holding on is holding you back. Have you ever seen someone run after a butterfly? The more they chase it, the more it flies away. But the moment they sit still, the butterfly comes back on its own. This is exactly how relationships work. When you chase someone, whether it's a romantic partner, a friend, or even an opportunity, you're sending a message, I need you more than you need me. And guess what? People can feel it. They feel the desperation. They sense the energy shift. And instead of being drawn to you, they move further away. Why? Because people don't value things that come too easily. Think about it. Would you appreciate a gift more if you had to work for it, or if it was handed to you without effort? When you give someone your love, attention, and energy without them earning it, they take it for granted. But when you stop chasing, something changes. You shift the power back to yourself. The ancient Stoics had a simple rule. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. And chasing, that's trying to control something that's not yours to control. So today, I challenge you. Stop running after people. Stop proving your worth. The only person you need to prove something to is yourself. Chapter 2. The Science of Attachment. Why you can't let go. Have you ever wondered why letting go feels so hard? Why it feels like you're fighting against your own brain? The answer lies in attachment theory, a psychological concept that explains how we form emotional bonds. When you get close to someone, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, the feel-good hormones. These make you feel safe, connected, and happy. But when that connection is broken, your brain panics. It wants that high again, so it tricks you into thinking you need that person back. It's not love, it's addiction. And like any addiction, the first step to breaking free is recognizing the pattern. So ask yourself, are you missing them? Or are you missing how they made you feel? Do you really need them? Or do you just need to learn how to be happy on your own? The moment you understand that attachment is just your brain playing tricks on you, you take back control. You realize that happiness is not something they give you. It's something you create. Chapter 3, The Power of Silence, How Disappearing Changes Everything. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful than words. Silence. When you stop chasing, stop texting, stop begging for attention, something amazing happens. Suddenly, you become a mystery. And humans are naturally drawn to mystery. Have you ever noticed how people start paying attention when you stop showing interest? It's like magic. That's because when you remove yourself, people start to wonder, why aren't they reaching out? Did they move on? Did I make a mistake? And that's when the power shifts. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from mastering your emotions, and choosing silence is the ultimate form of self-mastery. Because when you walk away, you're saying, I don't need your validation. I know my worth. And that is powerful. Chapter 4, Breaking Free, How to Stop Checking Your Phone and Move On. Let's be real. The hardest part about letting go isn't just not reaching out. It's not checking your phone. You tell yourself, just one look. But before you know it, you've scrolled to their profile, overanalyze a post, and convince yourself they're happy without you. And now, you feel worse than before. This is because every time you check, you reopen the wound. It's like picking at a scab and wondering why it never heals. So how do you stop? 1. Create distance. Delete their number, unfollow them, and remove any reminders. If you can't see them, you won't be tempted. 2. Set rules for yourself. No checking your phone first thing in the morning. No stalking their social media. No looking for signs or thinking about you. 3. Stay busy. The best way to stop thinking about someone is to fill your life with new experiences. Pick up a new hobby, start a project, or focus on your goals. Because the truth is, your future is not in your phone. It's out in the real world. Chapter 5, The Day They Realize You're Gone and Why It Won't Matter. Now, let's talk about the moment they realize you're truly gone. At first, they won't notice. They'll assume you'll come back. They'll expect you to chase. But then weeks go by, months, and suddenly reality hits them. You're not coming back. And that's when they start to miss you. They wonder where you are. They wonder why you stopped caring. And for the first time, they feel what you felt, the pain of loss. But here's the twist. By the time they realize, you won't care anymore. Because in the time they spent wondering about you, you were busy becoming a better version of yourself. And that's the greatest power of all. Not making them regret losing you, but making yourself so strong that it doesn't matter. Final message. Your absence is your power. At the end of the day, this isn't about them. It's about you. Your absence is not a punishment. It's a statement. It says, I am enough on my own. I deserve people who choose me, not people I have to convince. I refuse to let anyone else define my worth. The moment you embrace that, you unlock a new kind of freedom. So today, I challenge you, let go, not for them, not to make them miss you, but for yourself. Because a real glow-up isn't proving them wrong. It's becoming so happy, so fulfilled, so unstoppable that their absence no longer matters. Your absence is your power. Use it wisely. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. I choose myself. Let's make this a movement. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and never forget, you are enough.